do you guys ever see yourself building entire communities, almost like a Toll Brothers type of community, or even a Lennar communities? Or are you guys already doing that, or is that something that could potentially be in the works?
Yes, absolutely. So we've been in contact. We've had uh, doorbells ringing every day from some of those companies you've mentioned, and these are some really fine companies with
Yeah.
a lot of skills, a lot of intellectual skills, uh, absolutely amazing, and even some large factory producers. And absolutely, in terms of producing, let's say, to keep it simple, we have a casita to sell right now. And I'll give you a very simple use case. So, with some of the things I've already talked about. So, the casita is a studio home, and there are developers that want to put up typically 100, 200, 300 unit community to produce something like a casita village. And we've had dozens of discussions with folks like this that are really fantastic operators in this space all over
Mhm.
the country. And what we can provide for them is homes rapidly, but what we can also provide are those downloads. So if we have the casita fitted out on the exterior style in perhaps a half a dozen different style, you could
Mhm.
have a developer in the Southwest that said, Paolo, no, we want everything tan, we want everything Adobe. It's going to be a beautiful sea of white Adobe structures. It's going to look gorgeous. I can imagine that, and I agree, it would look gorgeous. And perhaps in the Northeast, you want something that looks more organic, that's been built up over time. And the
Mhm.
developer might want to mix up a contemporary next to a colonial, next to a Victorian, and they can absolutely do that. And we can also do studios. We can also
Mhm.
put them together to townhouses. So our architects are actually working on that right now. And that's a massive value add for those developers because
Mhm.
they could just pick from a catalog and develop, almost pop up instant communities, casita villages. And up until now, really to have, when you go smaller, it's conflated with less quality. It's not conflated,
Mhm.
it's reality. A small home, a small apartment is typically not high quality. Casita is the same quality, whether it's 10,000 square foot or 400 square foot. So you get displaced workers, uh, workforce housing, nurses,
Mhm.
things like that are moving around. They just don't need a big place to live if they've moved into a new community or they're single and they want to have a low mortgage, low rent. And so the idea of putting up casita communities has really caught fire with
Yeah.
the folks that we're talking to. And we've pivoted a little bit to accelerating that part of the program in terms of the exterior finishes and really providing a big assist for those developers. And again, if we can do something once and hundreds of developers,
Mhm.
thousands of developers can avail of themselves of those features, I mean, that's just a great deal for everybody. And it seems to have struck a chord with
Yeah.
developers.
Well, I think one of the things that blew my mind, Paul, is the fact that you said that you can add or remove rooms in bedrooms. Because how often does that happen in the housing industry where somebody gets married, no kids, two-bedroom is okay, then they have two kids, now they need to upsize to a three-bedroom or even a fourth bedroom. And maybe they like the neighborhood that they live in, and maybe they just want to add additional, which that's a great thing that it gives them that affordable option to be able to do that.